Like.
Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today it's the third and final game in this three-game interleague series between the Kansas City Royals and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Alex Reyes will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
Klein has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Favorable call in there for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a little tapper. And he'll be rung up here by Clyde Washington. Strike 3 at the knees, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
He's set, and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Wong leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Hit high and deep to right center. Naquin's on his horse. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Left for the Cardinals. Next up for the Royals, the pitcher, Logan Klein. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Breaking ball in for a strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Line drive to center field. Naquin is right there, 1 down.
Hey guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
1 ball, no strike. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
The 1-2. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Up around the face. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball. Ready now, Carson Kelly, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Torres has it, and that's out number 1. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Alex. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Grounded down the third baseline. Torres is right there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Colton Wong reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bonifacio's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready for another chance? Logan Klein. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Martinez moving to his right, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
And sometimes when you're down like they are, you've got to find a way to spark your offense any way you can. Now they've got the leadoff man on base and the starter working from the stretch. We'll see if this ignites them a little bit.
Into the box, Tommy Pham, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bonifacio's under it. One away. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And late reactions, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
0-1, here's the pitch. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it, so
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So the stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Martinez. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Naquin will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the fifth inning. Let's see if it sparks some offensive.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carson Kelly. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside. Webster at second with 2 down. 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Hard hit toward the hole. Played on the backhand. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out. Digging in to try it again. Logan Klein getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first in. Plenty of time, and the side is retired. Matt Carpenter is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Carpenter.
0-1 the count. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 18 homers, and he's driven in 45. And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And that's the first out. Leadoff man retired for the second baseman, Colton Wong. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gordon is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Dexter Fowler. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch.
Right fielder.
Grounded to short. Taken in by Machado. Throw in time. And the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Tommy Pham, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Nick Wood's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in once again, Jose Martinez. No hits in 2. The plate for him in the ballgame. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. So striding forward now, Antoine Webster. He singled his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. This one. So next to the plate for the Royals, Logan Klein, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. Way in front of that fastball.
1 strike.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit to third. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Colby Rasmus. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3 balls and a strike to Carson Kelly. Hit on the ground to third. Torres takes it in. And that's the 2nd out. Yadier Molina will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-2 to Molina. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Hard hit to first. Taken in by Abreu. And he'll step on the bag himself. And here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. The 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Digging in the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. And this will land foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fowler behind the ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Bonifacio's under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Machado has it on to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
8-0 the final today. Kansas City jumped out to an early lead in the 1st and never looked back. Logan Klein takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs on only 2 hits. 1 error. They left.
A young pitcher is called into his manager's office after a notable performance. A pitcher receives kudos from his coach after a memorable appearance. Total mastery of a skill requires continual refinement.
Friday night baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Kansas City Royals. Toronto attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Logan Klein gets the ball for the Royals in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Whit Merrifield. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. First pitch on its way. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, Dero?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Line to the right side. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Next to bat for Toronto, Justin Smoke. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be. So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Alex Gordon. Originally drafted as a third baseman out of the University of Nebraska, he's had to move to the outfield. Not only move there, but now he's a multiple Gold Glove winner with unbelievable range and a strong, accurate arm.
Second baseman, Jan Hervis Solarte.
The 0-2 once more. Just hung in there on that one.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Over these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, that's just the case, Dero. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, and then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hit.
Grounder down the line at third. No score here as we play inning number 2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
That's a good way of trying to control the running game, that one.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in for the Jays, Kevin Pillar. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Machado is there on to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, the leadoff man will be allowed to reach here.
As we watch this, I'm trying to figure out what happened here. Looked like the throw was on target, and it was. He just didn't close the glove over it, and he's safely aboard as a result. Those are tough to explain sometimes.
Digging in, Russell Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tapper up the line, but that one rolls foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell